On day 1, I spawned in as a scorpion in the desert. Look at me! I'm a creepy crawly. I had sharp claws and a venomous stinger, ready to defend myself against any predator. I looked around and I was all alone. Where's my family? I was small and weak, with only 3 hearts. But I was quick and agile. Time to get serious. I need to find food. I searched for prey and found a small lizard. Take that, you little reptile! I saw a group of venomous spiders, and I knew I had to be careful. I'll have to avoid those guys. They look too dangerous for me to handle. I found a village, and I saw a human working in a garden. Maybe I can sneak up on him and catch him by surprise. I snuck up behind the human, but he heard me and turned around.
What are you doing here?
I'm a scorpion. I just wanted to eat your vegetables.
Well, you can't have them, but maybe we can make a deal. If you help me protect my garden from pests, I'll give you all the vegetables you can eat.
Deal! I'll be your guardian. I worked with the human to protect his garden from pests, and I ate as many vegetables as I wanted. This is a pretty good life. On day 2, I woke up to find the human's garden under attack from a group of venomous spiders. I'll show those spiders who's boss. I fought off the spiders using my sharp claws. You won't harm this garden. The human was grateful for my help, and he gave me even more vegetables to eat.
You're a great ally.
Those spiders were pretty weak, but if I wanted to protect this garden from any stronger enemies, I'd need some strong gear to keep me safe. I went out into the forest where I chopped down a few trees and used the planks to craft myself a set of wooden tools. I used my pickaxe to mine some coal, which I used to make torches to place around the farm. Hopefully these will keep the mobs away and will let me sleep a bit longer. I'm exhausted. I once again woke up abruptly on day 3 to a loud bang. I went outside and saw my human being confronted by a massive mutant spider. That spider must be trying to attack our garden. There's no way I'm going to let that happen. I charged at the mutant spider with my wooden sword.
No, don't attack it. It's too strong.
I didn't care what he said. I had to try. I swung my sword at it, but it seemed to do no damage at all. The spider then hit me once, knocking me back and leaving me at just half a heart. He turned back to the human and continued talking. He seemed to know him.
This was your last chance, Mikey. You failed to provide me with food to take care of my army. You're lucky I let you live this long anyways.
The spider then took a step forwards towards Mikey and killed him in just one hit. No! How dare you!
You puny little scorpion. Don't you even dare try getting in my way, or I'll put a short end to your story, just like I did your entire family.
The spider then blew up my house and left me out in the open all alone. I lost everything. Ugh, how could I let this happen? I need to get stronger. I need to get my revenge. I can't let that spider hurt anybody else. I am going to stop him. I'll become so strong that nothing can stand in my way. My sting will be the sharpest blade on earth, and my poison will be strong enough to bring down a giant. On days 4 and 5, I was done being pushed around and hurt. It was time for me to become the strongest scorpion there is. I started off by heading off into a cave to mine some stone, and I crafted my set of stone tools to fight off any possible threats. After adventuring deep into the desert, I realized something. I need to set up camp if I want to have any chance at surviving in this world. As a scorpion, I could burrow deep into the sand, but I wanted some more space. So I mined out a little opening on the side of a sandstone cliff. This base is coming along well, but it feels a bit empty. I wish I had a friend to share it with. I left the base to go find myself a companion, but got ambushed by a group of zombies and even some skeletons. There's no way I'm gonna let you win again. I used my stinger to kill each and every single one of those mobs. I was exhausted after this, so I went right back home. I'll place a bed right here and get some sleep. I really need it. I woke up early on days 6 through 8, starving after yesterday's fight. I'm going to have to do something about this. I ventured into the plains and brought home a bunch of cows to set up a farm. I dug them out their very own section and made sure to leave in a watering hole to keep them from getting thirsty. After all of that work, I decided to eat some of the beef I had gathered, and out of nowhere, I turned into a full-sized scorpion with 8 hearts. I feel a lot stronger now, but I can't be too happy because I know there's still work to be done. I headed out and eventually found a cave. I ventured deep into the cave where I found massive veins of iron. I'll use this to craft myself an entire set of armor and some tools. I left home to go and smelt the iron, but just then a zombie dropped down in front of me, and it didn't take long till I was cornered. I started fighting them off, and there were a lot of them. I knew I should have created the armor in the cave, but I'll take you zombies down either way. Nothing will come between me and stopping that mutant spider. I slashed my sword at them, and in combination with my poisonous stinger, I managed to kill them all. Haha! Take that, you zombies! I started making my way home on days 9 through 12, when in the distance, I spotted a roadrunner being attacked by a group of creepers. I ran straight to it to try and protect it. Don't worry, I'm gonna save you. I ran up to it, but as I got closer, I realized that the roadrunner had managed to kill all of the creepers all by itself. I guess you didn't need my help after all. But hey, how about you join me? I'm pretty lonely and I think we'd make a good team. The roadrunner just seemed to shrug me off, and it ran off into the distance. Well, that was an interesting encounter. I wish he would have come with me, but I won't let that bring me down. I finished the day off by adding a couple of furnaces to my house. I smelted all the iron I had and crafted myself a set of armor and tools. There we go. There is no way any wild mobs are stopping me now. On days 13 through 17, I was back in the forest, exploring and looking for any clues on what the mutant spider could be up to. While traveling around, I eventually stumbled upon a village, but something seemed off. I went to take a look at it, and it was being attacked by some pillagers. They didn't look as strong as the roadrunner though, and they definitely needed my help. This is my time to shine. I went to go and fight the pillagers with my brand new armor and weapons. Take this, you bullies! I started slashing them with my sword, but they were a lot stronger than I expected. Why are my hits not killing them? Even my stinger can't seem to penetrate their armor. It was not looking good for me, as I was taking a lot of damage. Arrgh! Stop hurting me! Just as it was looking like I was done for, the roadrunner appeared out of nowhere and started helping me take down the pillagers. Together, we managed to get an edge over the pillagers and eventually take down every single one of them, saving the entire village. Thanks so much for helping me. I would have been done for if it wasn't for you.
No problem. I don't think I could have taken them down either. We did pretty good as a team.
I think so too. So how about my suggestion from earlier? Would you like to join me in my quest to take down the mutant spider?
The mutant spider? I've heard of him. I think you're right. We should stick together. I think we'll be stronger as a team.
That's awesome! What's your name, by the way?
My name is Ryan. Good to meet you.
My name's Cilio. Good to meet you too. Now let me show you to our home. I brought Ryan home with me and realized he seemed really tired. Are you hungry? Here, take some food. I gave him a bunch of food from my farm and he seemed to be extremely happy about it.
Thanks so much. That's exactly what I needed. Is there anything I can do for you in return?
There is. You can subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below telling me your favorite Minecraft mob.
You've got it.
I placed down a bed for the roadrunner to sleep in, and then we both went right to sleep after a very long day. I woke up on days 18 through 22 feeling bad about what happened to Mikey and what that mutant spider could have done to my family. I decided that me and Ryan should make a stand against the mutant spider and his evil brain. We went out looking for some sheep to bring back home, and after a while I ran into a bunch of them.
Oh, nice! Even more tasty food! I heard sheep taste delicious!
No, Ryan, we're not gonna eat these guys, at least yet.
Fine.
We brought them back home, and I built them a small pen to stay in. Then, using some leftover iron, I crafted shears. Sorry, excuse me, grabbing myself some wool. Don't mind if I do. After this, we went out to look for some tulips, and used them to craft orange dye, to dye the wool orange. I then started building a giant scorpion statue on top of the hill my base was built in. It's not much yet, but this statue will be assigned to all creatures around that we will not let the mutant spider bully them any longer. I was really tired after all that building and went right to sleep and slept through all of day 23. On day 23, I had a nightmare that I was approached by the mutant spider.
I heard that you and your pathetic little friend have been causing some commotion. I'm going to give you one final warning to not try anything funny, or you'll end up exactly like Mikey and your family.
But why are you doing this? I'm gonna stop at nothing to make sure you go down.
You scorpions have terrorized my kind for long enough. I've finally become powerful enough to defeat any enemy that can come my way. And with this power, I'm going to cover the whole world in my web.
I woke up on days 24 through 28 and decided to go and explore out on my own and look for any clues I could about that mutant spider. After a while of searching, I stumbled upon a temple, but it seemed to be too fancy and large to not have been attacked by the mutant spider. I should go and check it out. I made sure to sneak up to the entrance to see if I could find any clues. I carefully took a step inside, but I didn't seem to hear much. I came across a staircase and decided to go down. I made it to the bottom where I found a room full of paintings and chests. I took a look in the chests and found a bunch of great loot inside, including a book titled Plan of Destruction. I better take this with me. I made my way back to the main floor, but instead of leaving, I decided to go and take a quick look upstairs. After making my way upstairs, I heard some voices talking with each other in one of the rooms, and I had to go and listen in.
Our commander, the mutant spider, is growing stronger by the day. It won't be long before we'll have full control over all the villages nearby. Unlike on our last mission, we won't let any villagers escape with their life. As long as that pesky Scorpion and his friend don't get in the way again.
I have to go and tell Ryan about this right now. All villagers around are in grave danger. I started making my way down the steps, but I must have hit a faulty spot, as the stairs made a loud creak as I was coming down them.
What was that? Go and investigate right now!
Loud alarm bells started ringing, and a group of pillagers came after me. I started fighting back, but just like last time, they were able to overpower me. Why won't you pillagers just die? I had to retreat, and luckily, I managed to get out of there with my life. How are those pillagers so strong? That eagle must be responsible for it somehow. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I made it back home on days 29 through 33, worried sick about Ryan, but to my relief, I made it back home, and he was all safe.
Hey, Cilio, there you are! You didn't come home last night and I was worried for you. What's up?
I have a lot to tell you, but now's not the time. I need to go and find myself a master to train me to become stronger. I left on my journey all alone. I knew that if I wanted to protect my friend and fight that mutant, I would need to be able to take care of myself first. I traveled through many different biomes, looking all around, but still, I had come across nothing. I tried asking different mobs all around on whether they knew where I could find a master or not, but they didn't seem to know, or at least didn't want to tell me. There was only one biome I hadn't looked in, which was the tundra, but I wasn't even sure if it was even worth trying. Being a scorpion in the Arctic does not sound like a good idea. On the inside though, I knew that I should take the plunge and go for it. I made my way across the frozen ocean to get to the tundra, but just then, the ice beneath me cracked and broke, and I fell right in. It's so cold! I feel like I'm passing out. Wait, what's that? Don't hurt me. I woke up on days 34 through 37 completely disoriented. Where am I? I seem to be washed up on the shore. Whatever it was underwater must have saved me. I wish I could thank it, but I hope me destroying the mutant spider will be enough. I turned around and looked into the distance, and I saw a massive ice castle. Whoa, this must be where somebody really strong lives. I just hope it's not the mutant spider. I made my way to the ice castle, battling all kinds of different mobs along the way, but I would let nothing get in the way of me becoming stronger. Eventually, I made it to the gates and took a step inside. Wow. This place is beautiful. I saw a doorbell, and although I was nervous, I knew I had to find myself a master, so I went up to it and rang it. Right after pressing the doorbell, the floor beneath me collapsed, and I fell down once again, passing out. On days 38 through 42, I woke up after sleeping for what felt like months. I took a look around and found myself trapped in some kind of cage, in a dungeon. I need to get out of here fast. I don't have time to waste. I started breaking myself out, but I didn't get far because a massive mutant snow golem appeared in front of me.
Look what we have here. Yet another one of the spider's little minions. Just like the last one of you, I'm going to teach you a lesson about trying to mess with me.
Hey, I swear I'm not with them. The spider killed my family and friends. I hate him just as much as you do. I promise.
And why should I trust you? For all I know, you could be lying to my face.
Look, I know it sounds crazy, but I need your help. I need you to train me to become stronger. I need to kill that mutant spider and his army.
I'm not falling for that one again.
He broke open my cage and started advancing towards me, ready to strike me down. Just then, I remembered I had taken one of the pillagers' crossbows with me, so I threw it at him. Here, look! I got this crossbow from killing one of the mutant spider's units. We're on the same side. I promise.
A pillager would never give away their crossbow. Fine, I will train you. Anybody who has the courage to face the mutant spider is a friend of mine. We may start the training tomorrow.
Me and my master were up early on days 43 through 46, ready to begin our training. Wow, this castle is so cool. I could definitely take some inspiration from this to build my own house. Now, Master, help me become an unstoppable killing machine.
Firstly, young one, we will start by training your strength and reflexes. Then later, we will focus on your agility.
Let's do this! We started off by improving my coordination, by placing torches under falling gravel blocks. I was struggling really hard with this, and I couldn't seem to get it right. Maybe I'm too old for this.
Strength comes in many different forms. How about we move on to agility training?
He took me to his agility course and let me try it out. But once again, I couldn't seem to get it right. Master, I think it's just too cold for me.
I knew you'd be a lost cause. Don't waste my time again.
I promise, it's not how it seems. But no matter how hard I tried to convince him, he wouldn't budge and left me out in the cold. How could I let this happen? I'm gonna prove him wrong. I have to. I stayed up all night on his agility course, and it was paying off. I kept getting better and better, until at the end of the night, I felt ready to show my master my new skill. I was still practicing on the course as days 47 through 50 came around, and I didn't realize, but the snow golem had been watching me go. Haha! Do you see how far I've come, Master? Now please take me back.
I see that. You have done well, young Scorpion.
Yes! So you'll take me back?
No, I won't.
Why not? What's wrong with you? But he once again just left. This time though, I wasn't having it. So I ran up to him and hit him with my sword and stinger as hard as I could. We engaged in battle, and surprisingly, I managed to hold my own. Why won't you train me?
You're not strong enough. You never will be.
As he said this, he knocked me into a corner, leaving me with just 3 hearts.
Like I said, you're too weak. Now scram before I make this day your last.
I didn't care what he thought. I kept fighting. I won't let you win. Each time he kept knocking me into a corner, I kept fighting back, until eventually I was left at just half a heart. I don't care if I die fighting you. I need this for my family, and for every single creature on this planet. I won't let the mutant spider win. I charged at him with every last bit of strength in my body, ready to die. But to my surprise, he didn't kill me.
I like your courage. You've finally proven yourself to me. You're finally ready for the final test. Tomorrow, on the crack of dawn, I want you to head deep into the depths of the Arctic's steepest caves and kill the Yeti who resides there and bring me back his fur.
I woke up early on days 51 through 53 with only one thing in mind: killing that Yeti. I made my way into the cave with no hesitation and eventually made it to the Yeti. He was larger than I expected, but I rushed right at him with no fear in my mind. The Yeti was strong, but my training made me even stronger. He kept trying to hit me, but I was agile too. Take this, you Yeti! You've got nothing on me! Ha! Yeah, take this! I killed the Yeti and picked up its fur as a reward for my victory. My master will love this. I made it back to the ice castle and gave my master the Yeti's fur. Here you go. I killed it all by myself.
Wow, I didn't expect that. You have proven yourself worthy. Take this potion.
He handed me a suspicious potion, and I drank it. Just then, I gained 6 more hearts, and I felt something twitch in my stinger.
Not only will this make you a lot stronger, but your stinger now has the ability to poison enemies. Use your new abilities wisely.
I promise. I thanked my master and left back home, excited to show Ryan my new powers. I made it back home on days 54 through 57, and I was shocked at what I saw. Our base was trashed and on fire, and there were pillagers all around it. No! Ryan! I went to go fight the pillagers off, and this time, thanks to my training, I was able to fight them off all by myself. Haha! You can tell your master that his time is running low. With a couple more swings of my stinger, I finally managed to kill each and every pillager. Take that! I then ran straight inside to look for Ryan, and to my relief, I found him inside, unharmed. Wow, Ryan, you really scared me. I assumed the worst, and I don't even want to think about it.
Well, I wouldn't have been fine if I had to wait any longer. Thank you so much for saving me. You came just in time.
Always. I've got you covered. Let's get some rest now, because tomorrow is gonna be a big day. On days 58 through 63, I knew I had to take action to prevent my home from ever getting raided again. I couldn't risk my friends getting hurt. I started these days off by using all of my leftover iron to create iron pickaxes to go cut down some rocks. I gathered countless amounts of cobblestone that I then smelted into stone at home. I also crafted a bunch more furnaces because this was going to be a big project. Now this seems like it's enough. I then used the stone to craft a bunch of stone walls to place around my base. I placed these walls all around and made sure to double reinforce them just in case those pillagers brought any ravagers to try and break through. My base felt a lot more secure now, but I wasn't done yet. It still feels a bit lifeless. I decided to raise the roofs of my house and add some better lighting so we could stop feeling like sardines in a can. The base now looked nice, but still not like a home. I decided to plant some trees and cactuses around the base to add some more life. This is more like it. Finally, I made my house a grand entrance and added some interior too. Now this is what I call a home. I hope you like it, Ryan. Welcome home. On days 64 through 68, it was time to make a stand to that mutant spider and his troops, and to keep working on the statue. I went on a long trip and eventually found myself in a jungle, where I grabbed a bunch of cocoa beans to turn into brown dye. I then sheared my sheep and dyed the wool brown. I climbed my way to the top of my cliff and started working on the body of the scorpion. Now this looks more like it. With a bit more fine-tuning, the statue will look perfect. I then made my way back to Ryan and told him we need to go and look around for any villages nearby. I have a feeling the mutant spider's forces will just keep getting stronger. We need to go out and find any villages we can nearby. They're all in danger. We went out exploring together, and it didn't take long before we found one. This village, however, looked different. They had surrounded themselves with sections of cobblestone walls. These guys seem to know what they're doing, but I don't think that wall is big enough to protect this village. Let's go check up on them. We made our way into the village, and were instantly attacked by a massive iron golem. Hey, stop right now! We mean no harm! I didn't want to kill it, so I ran off into the village, trying to find any villagers to stop its wrath. I quickly ran into a house to escape the iron golem's wrath, and was met with a group of villagers all staring at me with weapons in their hands. Whoa, guys, I promise I'm not here to hurt you. I come in peace. I'm on your side, I promise. I have information to tell you about the mutant spider. I think you're in danger.
It's getting late. We'll let you sleep here for the night, and we'll talk tomorrow.
Thank you. I'll place my bed right here. We woke up on day 69 through 72 to the sound of a massive explosion outside, and I had to go and check it out. One of the village houses was on fire, and the village was being raided by a group of pillagers. And this time, they seem to have reinforcements. Come on, Ryan, let's take these guys down. We fought the pillagers with everything we had. Take that! You're all going down! After what felt like an eternity, we finally managed to kill them. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw a pillager that we must have missed. Watch out! No! You're gonna pay for that. Ryan and I killed the pillager, leaving the village protected. But not for long. I'm sure the mutants' minions will be back, Ryan. We can't leave them here. Hey guys, judging by your walls, this isn't the first time you've been under attack by the mutant spider's forces.
No, they've been sending small forces to attack us for a while, but never with an army this large or strong. I've seen him wreak havoc around this location, but recently he seemed to have started growing his army, and I heard that he's personally been training a second-in-command to help him conquer. These are some dark days.
That must have been that eagle I saw earlier. You guys are not safe staying here, especially with yourself exposed to aerial attacks. How about you come home with us? We'll make sure to take good care of you. We made it back home on day 73 through 77, but saw something out of place on the top of our cliff. I told the villagers and Ryan to head inside. Trust me guys, this guy is up to no good. I think he's the mutant spider's commander. I'll handle him. As soon as they headed inside into safety, the eagle swooped down in front of me.
So, you're the scorpion I've heard so much about. You think you're tough after beating my army of pillagers? Well, you'd be mistaken. Those pillagers aren't half as tough as I am. And guess what? Pillagers can't fly, kid! Are you ready to die?
I would never let anybody like you take me out. Bring it on! The eagle was like nothing I had ever faced before. Not only did it hit really hard, but I was barely even able to hit it back because he kept flying too high for me to reach. I knew I should have kept that crossbow. Take this, you freak! I was getting some good hits in and managed to poison him multiple times. But just then, he hit me down the cliff and got me down to just one heart.
You were just as weak as I expected. Any last words, bug? I'm coming, Silio!
Ryan hit the eagle hard, which was just enough to get him to change his focus onto Ryan.
So, you too, huh? The more the merrier. Take this!
The eagle hit Ryan down, and he didn't seem to be moving anymore. No! I ran up to the eagle, and with my last strength, I hit him with the full force of my stinger, and took him out. Ryan, are you okay?
Ah!
That mutant spider is going to pay. He has to. Ryan, I promise to keep you safe. I've got you covered. I took him in sight to safety, but I knew that I couldn't keep him safe as long as that mutant spider was around. I woke up on day 78 through 82, and I checked up on Ryan right away. How are you? He seemed unresponsive, and I knew I needed to find a cure for him as soon as possible. The villagers told me that an ancient tribe lives somewhere in the depths of a desert in some sort of advanced pyramid, and that they might be able to help. Before I left on my journey, I wanted to make sure I'd stay protected. This is something I should have done a long time ago. I headed into the underground, where after tons of mining, I finally found diamonds! I can't believe I didn't find any earlier. They would have really come in handy. I crafted myself an entire set of diamond armor and weapons. I finally went back home and gave Ryan some leftover food of mine. I promise I'll be back for you. I then set out on my journey. I traveled for a long while in the desert, until I finally saw the desert temple. I didn't want to rush in without being prepared, so I dug myself a little scorpion hidey hole and decided to go in early next morning. I'm doing this for you, Ryan. I woke up on days 83 through 88, and without hesitation, I rushed inside instantly. And just like the villager had said, it sure was a futuristic pyramid. Whoa, this is amazing! Where are all these blocks even from? Just then, I was surrounded by these desert people. Not again. I promise, I mean no harm. This species seemed to have some kind of increased intellect, as they seemed to communicate with each other without speaking. I felt my head go dizzy, but then I heard a voice talking to me in my head.
We recognize that your heart is pure and your intent is valiant. We also recognize that your friend has been hurt, and we would like to offer our help. Here, give him this potion. Once he drinks this, he will be cured of all his pain and will be back to normal. He will need time to recover though afterwards, so do not let him go and fight the mutant spider with you. It is not wise.
Wait a minute. How does it know all this? What is going on? Okay, thank you. What even are you people?
Do not worry about us. Let us do the worrying. In your current mortal state of body, you stand no chance fighting that mutant spider. He is too strong.
I don't care. I have to try. If I don't, then who will? I need to get my revenge. After what he's done to my family and friends, I can't let that happen to anybody else.
If that is what you wish, you will need this with you.
It dropped me some kind of potion, different to the last one.
Drink this potion whenever you get back home. You will not regret it.
Thank you so much. I won't let you down. I left back home right away and rushed home, ready for my final challenge. I made it back home on days 89 through 94 and rushed through the entrance. Here, take this, Ryan. Drink it up. Whatever it was that they gave Ryan seemed to work wonders. Ryan was up in no time.
I have no idea what that was, but thank you. I feel so much better. I'm ready, Silly-O. Let's go take on that mutant spider.
I can't take you with me. You need to stay and rest, Ryan.
I need to pay you back somehow. You've done so much for me.
Well, if you really think so, how about you subscribe to the channel and leave us a comment on this video? Then I'll consider us even.
That's a deal.
Before I leave, there's one more thing I have to take care of. I headed back on top of the cliff and finished off the scorpion statue. Hopefully, this gives Ryan, the villagers, and all other mobs hope while I'm gone. This is it, guys. I'll be back with the head of that spider. I promise. I just have one question. Where on earth will I find that spider?
His base is located deep in the depths of the Nether. It won't be hard to find him, but it will be hard to make it out of there alive. Good luck out there.
Thank you. I'm gonna need it. On days 95 through 98, I left on my journey to find the mutant spider's base. After ages of searching, I finally found a nether portal. I guess here goes nothing. Let's light this baby up. I don't know about this. How on earth will I survive in there? Just then, I remembered the potion that the sand species had given me. I guess here goes nothing. I drank the potion, and just then, I transformed into a mutant scorpion with 22 hearts. I feel so much stronger. I'm also massive, and I have 22 hearts. That spider is going to regret messing with me. I no longer had any fear and hopped straight into the nether. It sure was hotter than I expected, but I didn't care. I asked around, and it wasn't long until a mob agreed to take me near his lair. It was just across that lava lake. This is it! On day 99, I realized I had come into a predicament. I had no way of crossing that lava lake. I mean, I guess I could just try and build over there. I made my way to the edge of the lava lake, but just then, a massive beast approached me.
I am the guardian of this lava lake. You must get through me first if you wish to make it to the mutant beast's lair.
Or I could just push you into the lava. Well, that was easy. I made sure to have one last sleep before finally confronting the mutant spider. It was finally day 100, and it was all or nothing. I started building my bridge towards the mutant spider, and as I expected, it didn't take long for him to come out and greet me.
I see you've grown, little one. I heard you managed to beat my commander, too. Not bad for a pathetic scorpion. But do you really think you can beat me? Once you're done for, don't think I'll forget about your little bird friend. He's first on my kill list.
That's it! I've had enough of you messing with me. Bring it on! I charged at him, hitting him with every last bit of my strength. But for some reason, my stinger wouldn't poison him. Ugh, why is this not working?
You're trying to use poison against a spider? How foolish. Well, what more should I have expected from a weakling like you?
Luckily for me, I brought my diamond sword. Now this should do some damage. I kept fighting the spider, but my health was diminishing. I wasn't gonna let that bring me down. I've done this before and I'll do it again. I baited the spider to the edge of the lava lake, and with one agile motion, just like the mutant snow golem had taught me, I dodged his attack and hit him into the lava lake, killing him and ending his evil reign. This is how I survived 100 days as a scorpion. Let me know who I should spend 100 days as next, and I'll see you guys later.